Ladies and gentlemen, we all enjoy using the op, and we certainly enjoy using that elo stick to outplay our opponents. But today we're going to talk about the lost potential in oppers. A strong opper can be absolutely deadly against a team, but more often than not, players who use the op struggle to have impact beyond first bloods or just drain their team's economy with that expensive 4700. So in today's video, I've collected a list of clips from some of the best op gameplay, and I'm going to give you 3 things they do that you can easily implement to up your sniping game. Now first up, it wouldn't be a Valorant video without some 10s, so let's go ahead and see how he uses the operator on Haven. Now this is a very early peek, but he's just holding window. He's not overexposing himself to the angle. He's pretty much just saying, if you wide swing this angle, I will shoot you in the hair. Most players, when they hold the op, they tend to hold a bit too tightly, like they would hold here, but he's holding for a wide swing here, so he's holding a bit wider. And you notice he's only going as deep as his crosshair is. So here's the wall, his crosshair is right here. He's not overexposing himself where the wall is here, and then his crosshair is over here. So that's the first big thing. You really just want to hold. You see, he doesn't move a single muscle. Contact is made on C. He instantly rotates over, flashes out mid on sight. A little aggressive with the op, gets the free kill. Flashes to try to go for another. This is mainly because he has to dismiss. And then he does a typical 10s thing. We love that from him. And you notice something here. This is very slight, and I'm sure only a few people notice it. But he repositioned after that kill. This is something super strong to do on the op, because people commonly get misplaced where the op is if you do it quick. They get confused where you're holding. So after he gets the kill, everyone's like, oh no, he's CT. There's an op CT. We want to be careful of it. And so they're going to be more prepared for that area than whatever area you're rotating to. So he goes garage here. This might catch someone off guard. He could also go lawn here. But anything to catch them off guard where they'll never expect the angle. Same thing here. He shoots here, instantly rotates to lawn. You see how instinctive that reaction is out of him? He's just walking here because there's one close. Beautiful kill. And he got caught a little there because KJ swung. What he probably wanted to do was just hold the line. Like, he lets his teammates get up, he's 1 HP. He just holds, waits for someone to peek. But that is 10s on the op. Absolutely beautiful. We learned 2 major things from that. Hold that line where you put your crosshair there. Your movement, you're basically just like a statue staring. Let me go ahead and show you another clip. The same exact principle here, same exact principle. I want to show you his crosshair placement again. All right, he clears CT, same thing. He's holding very close here. He's expecting them to come out. Boys, if you're enjoying the content and interested in getting yourself some nice benefits while also supporting this channel, you can click on the link in the description where we have 3 options, all with the help you might be looking for. Thank you so much, and enjoy the video. Look at where his crosshair is here. He's just expecting a peek, and he's just holding. You see how he intentionally wiggles a little to make this angle tighter? So this box here is on this part of the screen instead of before, is like all the way over here. So this makes it easier, let's say if he misses the shot, to actually go back to cover. So that's a really big thing, is knowing how to hold that line. Let me go ahead and show you the next clip. And this one's a little tricky, but this goes with the previous point of holding the line. It's oping is very much crosshair placement. You have to have your crosshair in a prepared spot for where enemies can be before they peek and how they're going to peek. So when 10s peeks up here, notice crosshair already perfectly here, ready for its slight adjustment to get the kill. A guy comes into the smoke, kills both his teammates. Notice he's holding exactly where this guy could potentially swing. Again, not perfect, slight adjustment. That's really what you want 9 times out of 10. He jumps down here, already pre-aiming this next spot. Gets the next kill. 3 huge peaks from 10s and immediately just holds the line. You see how he doesn't hesitate after this, updrafts, and just peeks into this angle and just holds. So another big part of holding the line, which makes it so nice, is when he's watching here. Let me switch over to the minimap. He's watching here. That basically means that this fade, who was sight, cannot cross this line. That means she's forced into the teammates, the 2 teammates that are right here. So holding the line is a great thing to do just to support your teammates, even though some people would initially think it's like throwing, like you wouldn't want to do this. It's actually really strong to do, just hold. You see this very commonly in places where enemies love to peek. For example, we all know how much people love to peek B-long. So while your teammates are scaling up, you could be back here with a hop, just holding this line. And this is a really great way to counter plays. And then once your teammates cross this point, then you move up and scale with them. And we can just do the same thing over and over again. This is kind of how you use the op as more of a support weapon than anything else. So you hold one area so your teammates don't have to watch this. Definitely something you want to calm to the team. Now I got a clip from Boaster. Boaster is great for advice.
One of the best spots on Breeze was to play around here with your...
So it's really nice to know these sort of meta spots where the op just works. And you're going to see a common trend if we think about the first clip I showed you, where at the start of the round, he's holding window because people love to wide swing it. Think about on Breeze where people love to wide swing.
So I don't know if it's still the case because you get a nice angle here, but you can always do a bit of dancing around this giant schlong. So
Interesting. Exact same thing, right? Nothing's changed. Now he's holding this a bit different. This time the wall is on his left. The giant schlong, as he calls it, is on his left. So he's using this for his cover, right? We can quickly fall back from this position. Same exact thing where people love to wide swing this angle. He does something a little bit cool here, which I'll throw to you guys because we're talking about crosshair placement a lot. He's actually aiming for body here. So like enemies' heads will be up here. His crosshair is pretty much exactly on their torso. So when they peek, it creates a lot easier kill.
they know I'm playing up B, so I'm just gonna leave B now.
And exactly what we talked about. Now, you notice his first instinct, once they know that there's an opera here, he goes to the other side to try to catch him off guard. No hesitation. But they end up just killing his teammate on site, which likely means a push. And he does the same exact thing. Just pay attention to these angles, the spacing, the crosshair placement, because this is all you need to be a strong opera. It's just find these perfect gaps.
We're just chilling. The Viper's voice there. What? So looking at the jet was peeking me fast at elbow that last round. I'm gonna peek elbow instantly with an AWP. Once you figured out, oh, they like to try peek this, I'm gonna put my AWP there instantly. That's the way of the AWP. Normally what happens is as soon as they do something that they like, they're gonna do it again.
Now, this advice is insane. Knowing where they dry peek, knowing what they like to play really risky at, for example, elbow day, is something really strong. So as an opera, you need to understand what areas are going to be your strong suits. Once you notice the enemy likes to do something and they don't use utility there, place your op there. Furthermore, expecting what sort of utility you might end up using when they hit site can be a great way to learn how to counter it. For example, if they have a butt ton of flashes, but they don't have something like a Sova drone or Skydog, it'd be way better to play off their flashes backside and try to get like a quick peek, or you take like a really early peek before they use flashes. Think about how they approach this space when they went there just last round. Think about what utility they use and think about where they didn't use utility. Find that gap and just abuse it. It's that straightforward. Next up, I wanted to showcase this Neon oping. This is Shiro's. We recently reviewed him and did a playbook based off this game actually. And I found something really interesting about his op. So remember we talked about those meta angles. We talked about holding the line. We talked about just letting them swing into your crosshair. Notice how he holds this early A peek. Notice how he didn't peek into them. He waited to see if they would come into him. And as soon as he gets the kill, he's out. He secures that pick. He rotates back sight. Gets another angle to reposition. Bada bing, bada boom. You guys just learned how to op. I'd love to see some clips of some op success in the Discords. If you get some, send them my way. But that's going to be it from your spooky ghost boy. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe, all that jazz. And I'll see you in the next one.